Welcome, Solara here. I'm going to do a quick reading. I am posting a longer one I did earlier on that is really more geared towards those of you who are ending very rough cycles and, in the darkness you are questioning yourself, and there are people coming into your existence wearing masks, trying to play on your heart and causing you to doubt your own intuition, etc. The same old, same old. But yeah, there's a message there for somebody to really trust what your third eye is seeing and showing you. But this message actually is based upon an energy that I've been feeling very strongly today. And that is that there is a great heart healing that is sweeping the world. I felt it today. Whatever energies are coming into the planet in order to aid our ascension. And it really doesn't feel like they're actually coming into the planet. It really feels like whatever has already come into the planet is unearthing what is already within the energy grids that were locked down. And it really has to do with the heart chakra. I went through a huge heart chakra purge, but it wasn't me. It was collective. It was a collective purge that I was experiencing, and there was a lot of gratitude and a lot of crying, a lot of gratitude for the journey. And that's how I was experiencing it. But what my guides were showing me is that for many of you who've been through really tough cycles and you've been doing the healing and, have been really dedicated to your own personal growth and ascension path, there is this energy that's coming in to help to lift you up, and it's going to help lift you up by way of clearing a lot of very deep-rooted things within the heart that are like a residue left over from all of the pain and the betrayal. There's a clearing and a cleansing and a purifying of your heart that is coming through, and it's a gift from the divine. Okay, and it's going to bring with it a refreshing energy and a renewed hope. And like I said, this beautiful sense of gratitude for your journey, gratitude for who you are, gratitude for your place in the cosmos at this time, like deep felt gratitude and joy that is actually here to help propel you forward and into your new cycle, because you are an emotional. We create through our thoughts and our emotions, but if you are a child of God, the way forward for you, really, you're very strong in your emotions, which is why many of you allowed certain situations to continue playing out, because you have such strong empathy and strong compassion, but you had it towards everything outside of yourself. And what these cycles were supposed to do is to help you to remove those energies and to finally heal yourself enough to have this deep compassion and empathy for yourself. And the irony is that in doing that, the healing is so deep that it now allows you to have a true and a pure sense of empathy and compassion for humanity. So it's not a misplaced sense of compassion or empathy. It's not from a wounded state of feeling like you had to save people or feeling like you had to do certain things to be loved and accepted. It's actually you know what it is? It's acquiring the heart of God. That's what it is. It's acquiring the heart of Mother and Father God for her children and for the world. This is what the upgrade is. It's coming in. Because here's the thing. While others were learning about the law of attraction and manifesting more illusions, more material things on this earth plane, and there's nothing wrong with money and material things. It's not what I'm saying at all. But when that's your focus, then you're still stuck in the matrix. And I don't care if you can utilize the law of attraction and manifest your ass off, because a lot of the time you're manifesting off of other people's energy anyway. But I won't get into that right now, because There are people who manifest and there are people who create, and they're not one and the same. And as a divine being, you are a creator. You are a creatress. But as divine beings, what you've been doing is you've been healing yourself, because your interest is not only in material gain, your interest was in the ascension, your own personal ascension journey, and the ascension of the planet and the advancement of this new earth. And as such, the things that you were calling into your life because of your healing was a deeper connection with all things divine. And as such, some of you may have actually made it your mission, I know I did, to have the mind and the heart of the Creator for creation, you know? And it feels like that is coming through in a very deep way right now. So if you suddenly feel yourself overcome with emotion, or you're feeling very sentimental about your journey, and it brings you to tears, or it doesn't bring you to tears, know that there's a big clearing and a cleansing and a purifying that's happening. And it's happening for you personally, but it's also happening in the earth, and it's happening collectively. There's a purge. Now, what you need to know about that purge is that for you, it's going to offer relief. But for those who haven't done the work, it's going to be another opportunity to shadow sling. But beyond shadow slinging, what it actually is doing is it's bringing these people into a deeper sense of understanding of what it is they've done. So it's bringing you release, and it's bringing them regret. It's bringing you release, and it's bringing them regret, because it's becoming more and more apparent that they squandered their inheritance. Because we all came in here with an inheritance. We all did. And the whole point was not to become so distracted and enamored by the fool's gold in this world that we lost out on the true treasure that can only be found within the divine truth of every individual. And many of them lost the plot, and they lost the true gold, which was you. And they're about to begin to recognize and realize just how much of their lives and their time they've invested chasing something that wasn't real, and how they lost out on having something that was real the whole time it was under their nose. And this is whether it's, you know, family member, romantic, professional. It's like a big time of, especially with this retrograde energy, there are 3 planets still in retrograde, and then we're coming up into one of the most emotional full moons of the year, with the full moon in Cancer. There's a lot of reflecting, and again, like I said, it's this it's a deep-seated purge, because that energy of Cancer is that 4th house, divine mother energy. It is Mother Earth. It is an unearthing of emotions that haven't been able to be accessed up until this time. And for many of you, because you were doing the hard work of not running from difficult emotions, when this is coming up now, all it's doing is releasing that which you've already kind of processed. And you needed the purging of the earth to help you to do that within yourself. But you weren't running from it. Whereas what's happening for a lot of these other people is they're about to drown in the shit that they refused to see. So let's see. Let's get some cards on that. I'm going through the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Lynn. Narrow pathway. Wanted to come out. I'll take it. I'll let it come out. Tread thoughtfully, and then we have Protected by Angels as we split the deck, and Choosing Your Path. So we have Protected by Angels, and we have Choosing Your Path. All is possible. Yeah, tread thoughtfully, because many of you didn't choose the gilded pathway, or the pathway that appeared to be gilded in fool's gold. Now you've opened up every possibility for yourself. Now you've opened up every possibility for yourself, but the only thing that's going to keep you from recognizing and realizing that is your own mind at this point. For many of us, for many of you, the restrictions that were trying to keep you off your path, they have lifted and they are lifting. There's no more fog. There's no more illusions. Most importantly, the illusions you had about yourself that were part of the programming and the conditioning of the old world are leaving you now. So you're able to see yourself more clearly. And this is partly what this release feels like it's about to, this heart release. It feels like it's, wow. It's like beholding your beauty. And for some of you, it's for the first time. Like when I say like you're receiving the heart of God and the eyes of God and the mind of God, it's like you're seeing yourself the way the divine sees you, the way you should have always been seeing yourself, and the way others should have allowed you to see yourself by the way they treated you. But it couldn't happen up until now. And as such, because you're able to behold your beauty and your power and your grace and the wealth of who you are, this is what is giving you access to your infinite potential. This is what's giving you access to what I like to call your gold print, where you begin to take the divine blueprint that comes from heaven and you're able to actualize it on earth. Gold print, right? And everything that was taken from you is being returned already. And I challenge you guys to know this, to know that this is already happening. Like some of the things that were taken from you were not material. In fact, the majority of things that were taken from you were not material, but they were things that you needed to build your material reality. So, for example, some of you were stripped of your confidence, you were stripped of your vitality, you were stripped of your beauty. Yeah, you know, there was glamour magic that was being done for other women to mask themselves in your energy if you're a divine feminine. You were stripped of your strength. You were stripped of your health, possibly. You may have been stripped of your creative flow, your creative ability, your ability to root things in the earth. You were stripped of some of your talents. You know, like for some of you, this is a big message that's been coming through for me specifically, but I'll share it with you because it ties into the reading that I just did about trusting your own intuition. And that is that there's been a lot of attack against North Node energy. And right now, collectively, the nodes are still in Taurus and Scorpio. The North Node is in Taurus. And a lot of the time people think of that Taurus energy as being about money and material wealth. The Taurus energy, as far as I read it, what I've been shown, it actually is about what it is that you value and you bring to the earth through the value that is already within you. And it's through that exchange in value that you can accrue the material. But it's not actually, it's the raw value that you carry that can then be, quote unquote, monetized, if that makes sense. And Taurus also rules the throat. Some of you had your song stolen. You had your song stolen. And that doesn't mean that you have to be a singer. For some of you, if you're musicians and you are singers, you literally, that was stripped from you because you may have been in such horrible circumstances your whole life that you just lost all belief in self, because that's really what this was supposed to do, to keep you stagnant, right? And if that's the case, it's coming back. Your ability to sing, your ability to speak, to express yourself, to write, to create, to use the power of your divine truth, your divine value that you came to share with the earth, it's coming back to you, right? But when I say your song was stolen, for those of you who aren't singers, what I mean is you have a frequency that is unique only to you, that lines up with what you came to do in the earth. And only when you come back into alignment with yourself and your divine truth are you able to access that, right? And that's what you're receiving back. You're receiving your song. You're receiving, which is part of your divine blueprint. It's part of your divine blueprint. It's part of what brings joy to your soul. It's what brings harmony and melody to your existence. It's coming back. It's coming back. And you're going to feel that energy increasing more and more as we head into the equinox energy of the astrological new year. And I've been picking up a lot. It was in this reading yesterday. It was in the reading I just did. I have a friend, a very good friend, Lyran Witch, who also, she was confirming it on her Instagram feed today. There's something that's that keeps coming through about this equinox, new moon in Aries, new moon in Taurus, certain things opening up that were closed. My candle is going, woo! Things that are opening up, opportunities that are opening up for divine beings to come back in contact with what I like to call your divine legacy. But I already feel it coming in now. I feel the purging. And you are being known, you are protected by angels, okay? This card keeps coming out, and even in my other deck where I have it written, it keeps on coming out for you guys. You are so surrounded right now in this time of like the greatest darkness with the most influential beings of light that are here supporting you. And protecting you, because part of this upgrade that's coming through the heart, I feel like it is, it's there to make you emotionally vulnerable and tender again. Like a lot of us, especially in the past, I want to say 3 years, as things got really intense with the warfare, we had to start closing ourselves down from everyone because people who weren't doing the healing work, they're easily compromised by these energies, by these entities that are ultimately designed to destroy. And as such, our social contact and intimacy became very limited. And as all of the, betrayal energies and everything that has been happening in the dark and in the shadows, as it's been revealed, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and it makes you question, will I ever be able to trust another being again? And here's the thing. If you're resonating with my frequency and my messages, and you are here to rebuild a new earth relationship dynamic. And as such, it's like we're about to be babies in relationships, because we have to learn a new way to be tolerant with one another. We have to learn a new way to be tolerant with ourselves. We have to learn a new way to trust. We have to learn a new way to be vulnerable. We have to learn a new way because we're cultivating a new energy. And we're learning again after such grave hurt. And it's like this energy is sweeping in to assist us with that. And a very real, 21:33 on my clock, a very real thing I've been being shown for 2023 with these the energies of the Tower and the Chariot. Because the Tower energy is tied to Scorpio, it's tied to Mars energy specifically. But in the minor arcana, the Scorpio decans are represented by the 5, 6, and 7 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups is all about like lamenting over what has been lost. And the 6 of Cups is about the return and childhood relationships and, past life relationships. And, it doesn't even have to be past life. It's about relationships that were sent to kind of feed your soul. And then the 7 of Cups is about complete confusion or options, right? And what I'm noticing is happening is like, already is happening, is like for those of you who are in alignment and have done the work of releasing and ascending, real 6 of Cups energies are wanting to come into your existence. Like the divine is wanting to put an end to the betrayal energies that had you constantly cycling through 5 of Cups. And the divine also wants you to put you in the 7 of Cups position where you're seeing that the world is literally your oyster. But what that means is that as you're experiencing that, because the Tower energies are bringing that in for you, what it is bringing in for those who were the ones trying to destroy you and didn't heal themselves, what it's bringing in for them is a lot of Five of Cups energy and the collapsing of connections that were masquerading as Six of Cups energies for them. Because when you live in illusion, and you do live in illusion for as long as you're not healing, when you live in illusion, the relationships that you are building on are based upon that energy too. And that's going to be exposed. What they're about to see is they're about to see how they lost a real one. And it's going to become more and more evident that the ones that they aligned with, especially to take you down or to destroy you, are Five of Cups. And as such, it's going to create a lot of emotional confusion because, again, instead of spending their time healing and learning how to connect with their divinity, and learning how to connect with the true heart of God and the mind of God and the eyes of God, and acquiring therefore the wisdom of the earth and of, Father and Mother God, as I like to say it, they were chasing the illusions that are about to collapse all around them. So know that this is coming in for you. I split the deck, but I didn't finish. Let me finish and see if any other card wants to come out, because I didn't want to keep this one too long. But the message was coming in, and I just had a beautiful time. There's a lot of, for those of you, again, this message was coming through, I think, on Saturday or Friday, when I think it was Friday night when I was doing readings, and I went into the Work Your Light. They told me to go into the Work Your Light oracle. And this was a message I did a few days ago, and it was titled Divine Feminine, something about you birthing something, and it's a time of consecration, and beware of toxic female energies. But this keeps coming back up, this Essene energy, this energy of the bloodline connected to Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary and Joseph. For those of you who have Jesus or Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene as guides, who've been guides for you on this journey, you might feel them you might feel them around you a lot at this time. You might feel them around you a lot at this time to help you with this heart upgrade. Also, those of you who really resonate with Sirius energy, you might really feel them around you at this time. Some would say also Andromedan. So if you resonate with Andromedan energy, then that could be it too. But allow yourself to feel into it and receive the love and the comfort, because that's really what they're here for too. Like Jesus and Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary and even Joseph, they're here to help you be comforted. So if you've resonated with those energies in the past, or they've shown up on your journey to help you, or even for some of you who've been hurt by the church and their false representation of who these beings were and are, it's also a great time of reconciliation. If you've had your heart hurt by God or by human beings and the illusions they try to cast upon you about who God is, whether it's Father God or Mother God or the divine aspect of yourself as a child of God, it's a great time of healing and mending and coming back into union with your divinity by way of coming into union again with the Divine Father and the Divine Mother. And it's like Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Joseph, whatever other biblical New Testament beings or characters have helped you on your journey, or you've resonated with before, or are part of your spirit team. You might feel them very, very strongly right now. And it's like they really just want to lift your spirit and give you hope and flood your heart with this assurance and this comfort, and most importantly, to help you see how fucking beautiful you are to them. Help you have the eyes of God for yourself. It's a beautiful energy. It really is. I'm going to cry again. I mean, you can see that probably, but it's a beauty. Yeah. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life, and it's like they're entering in to prepare you for that, to raise your vibration and to calibrate your frequency into your own divine settings so that everything that is yours can now come. Wise leader. You are a beacon for others. Those of you who had your voice silenced and you were made to feel like what you had to say wasn't important, like your journey wasn't important, like the things that you knew about weren't important. That's about to shift for you in such a beautiful way. In such a beautiful way. And anywhere where you've been robbed of your confidence or your belief in your ability to deliver these messages that have been divinely orchestrated for you to speak and deliver, it's being removed. It's being removed. That was fuckery. Those were illusions that were cast against you. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Everything is smooth sailing. So yes, these energies are here to come and let you know, like many of you, many of us, we've had to learn really hard lessons through constant cycles of suffering and betrayal and trauma and abuse. But this card here is coming to show you that there are more ways to learn. You can learn through joy. You can learn through being blessed. You can learn through being comforted. You can learn through having your voice be heard and appreciated and celebrated. You can learn really, really valuable, because as I lifted the rainbow blessings, uncovering treasure, you can learn really, really valuable lessons that way too. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. You are bountiful. Say it with me. I am bountiful. I am bountiful. I am bountiful. I am bountiful. I am prolific. I am a force to be reckoned with. Some of you, this is going to take you traveling. Wondrous universe. And faraway places. You were destined. This is the thing. Some of you are destined to travel the world and spread the truth of your divine message. And you are the ones who've been silenced the most, hidden the most. Enough of that shit. Enough, enough, enough. The time for that is over. There's no more putting you in corners. So that's what I have for you. I hope that this message was inspiring, encouraging. I hope it boosted your morale and helps you to even activate the ability to receive these heart chakra upgrades. And I'm sending you from my infinite well of love, because it is infinite. We have an infinite well of love. I'm sending you love, that it may be multiplied in the earth and it may be multiplied in you, so that you can do everything you came here to do and to be. And yeah, thank you. If you liked the video, if it helped, then please make sure to hit the like button. You're welcome to subscribe if you'd like to receive more messages from me. Thank you to those of you who've already subscribed. Thank you for being here, not only here on my channel, but thank you for being here on the planet at this time. And yes, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes and your subscribes. Thank you for any donations you might be led to make through my PayPal or my Cash App, which is below, and it's there to 21:44 on the clock. It's there to help support the growth of this channel and my ability to give you messages. But just thank you for being here. Thank you for being. Thank you for existing. If you'd like to work with me, my information is below. I don't offer personal readings, but I do one-to-one video mentoring sessions, which includes tarot, oracle, if that's what you would like, as well as any help you need in terms of working with herbs for energetic purposes and and ascension in general. I'm here to help you help yourself. I'm not here to keep you coming back to me for readings. So I do one-off sessions, and if you want to come back, you're welcome to come back, but I don't do packages because I don't like to create any kind of fear around feeling like you have to commit to doing something with me, and I also don't like to do codependency. I'm here to help you get free, and once you're free, you know, and this is what I'm here to do. But anyway, I wish you guys a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you might be in the world, and whenever this message finds you, it's your message, you know. So yes, take care. Until next time, be well.